So, hi, Navneet. Many congratulations on converting the Indore campus.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, first and foremost, I'm sure you're feeling great, and I'm sure you're feeling happy. I
Definitely,
wanted
sir.
to know so I wanted to know, was this always your target? Was this always that you really wanted, or was this like your plan B or plan C or something?
It was my main target, sir. I was preparing for it right from the beginning of class 12. So I would say it was my main target, yes.
Okay, nice. So you were a part of our long-term batch. You prepared for a good
Yes, sir.
eight
I
months, 9 months.
joined in April last year.
April, huh? Okay, okay, great, fine. So first thing that I want to know from Navneet, from you, Navneet, is how did those special sessions that we had designed, especially for IPM Indore, were they helpful? Did they, how did you find them? Like, what was your initial reaction to it? What is your reaction now that you look back on those sessions with respect to its difficulty level, with respect to the content that we covered in those sessions?
I mean, when they were first introduced, I found them very hard. I mean, the level increased all of a sudden because before that, we were doing pretty easy stuff. But when they started, everyone found it very hard. But I would say it really helped me in the long run because those hard questions, when I did those hard questions, I did most of it. So the real questions that came in the IPMAT exam seemed very easy compared to them. Like the maths part was especially hard in that IPMAT special sessions. And our teachers also taught them very properly. Like they explained everything right from the beginning.
Great. Okay. So that difficulty level did help you to, to do well in your exam. You were not under the pressure,
Uh,
especially this year
it did.
because the essay section was a little tricky. This year's actual exam also. So, like, did it help you calm your nerves? Did it help you manage yourself or your composure better because you've seen such kind of questions before?
I mean, it should have in the essay section, but I actually fumbled it a little. I scored less marks in that. It was probably my worst section in the exam. But still, I had seen most of the questions. And after the exam, I realized I could have done at least 10 of those while I only got six
Oh,
right. I mean, that was my
okay.
mistake. It should have went better.
Okay. No, all's well that ends well. So no complaints there. Yeah. I want to move on to the next thing. How was your entire experience of the mentoring that happens at IMS, what we call as my plans? Were those sessions, the one-on-one sessions that you did with your mentor, were they helpful? Did it help you get any insights about yourself in your preparation journey?
I'd say they were because, first of all, for me, they were very humbling because when I began my preparation, I thought I could do it very easily. Like, this is a piece
Uh,
of cake. But,
okay.
and during the first mentoring too, when I had given only one mock, I scored very good in that. And
Hmm.
and I was like on cloud nine after that. And I went into the mentoring session thinking that he'd say that you'll do it. Like, there is no one stopping you now. But he
Okay.
told me that just wait for the next mock. And I mean, I took that in stride. I accepted it and I still performed well in the next mock too, but only because I took his advice. I think if mentoring sessions were not there, I'd have tanked my preparation right at the beginning.
Yeah. It's possible you could have lost your way being a little overconfident, but yeah, great. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. So those sessions did help you be on the ground. Great. Okay. So yeah. So in fact, talking about mocks, like how did you feel the quality of mocks that you took were? How close to the actual exam were they? And do you have any comment on the difficulty level that you found in the mocks?
I'd say the mocks were very much on par with the actual exam. The math section, at least, math section was pretty much the same as it came in the actual exam. I
Mhm.
mean, special sessions were already there to give the hard questions. So I think that was actually a good thing that they gave on par and not harder than the actual exam because that would have demotivated me definitely because I thought I was good at maths. And
Huh, 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 huh.
English was very tough as compared to the real exam. I'd say it was mostly cat level, the English. And
Huh.
I scored very less in the mocks in English. But those hard questions prepared me for the easy ones. Like the actual paper was very easy, as you would know, the English part. And
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
scored 175 in that.
Awesome. Okay. Yeah. In fact, this year is one of the easiest over a few last few years,
Was
and we
I
can see that from the cutoff also.
I mean, if the mock questions would have been easier, those questions would have seemed doable, not as easy as it did to me if the
Right,
mock
right,
questions were
right.
easier.
Right, right. So in fact, that must have helped you manage your the entire time also better. So verbal, the time limit that you have in verbal, I
It
think you
did,
would have been
yes.
able to attempt better number of questions as compared to somebody else, who's not used to that kind of difficulty.
Mhm.
Okay, okay, okay. So would you have a benchmark number of how many mocks you took and like generally what time of the year did you take majority of the mocks?
I mean, I did not take a majority at a single time. I started giving mocks in October and I gave them consistently. I
Huh.
think I gave about 20 mocks in total. That would be the
Wow.
number.
Okay. 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 And you're saying you kept doing that regularly. It's not like कि
Mhm.
एक महीना बैठ के you finished all the mocks.
I mean, there's no point in doing that, I think, doing all the mocks in 1 month before the exam. Many people tried to do that at my center, but it's no use, I think.
Hmm.
You need to be consistent.
Right, right. Yeah, I think this is one of the big takeaways for people who are listening that the mocks also have to be consistent. The mocks also have to be regular, not just the studies. Okay, Navneet. So basically, apart from when you took mocks and you said that you took mocks consistently and not like a marathon of mocks over a month, what do you think the mocks helped you in your preparation journey? Apart from obviously you seeing the questions and you understanding these kind of questions will come in the exam. Is there any other qualitative takeaway that you found while taking mocks consistently?
I'd say time management, first of all, and also um, the ability to sit for 2 hours and giving a mock, because
Hmm.
some people know how to solve questions but they cannot sit and solve them at a stretch, and the ability to do that without having any mental fatigue is, I think, very important to write an exam like IPMAT. And the mocks really helped me in that, because most people who gave the mocks complained that they haven't completed the syllabus, and
Hmm.
that's why they're not
Hmm.
giving mocks. But I
Huh,
don't think that's actually the main point of giving mocks.
huh,
It's
huh,
the
huh,
ability to sit through 2 hours and managing time. Our teachers said that right from the beginning, that give mocks even if you're not completed the syllabus, because that's not the main
interesting.
point of giving mocks.
Great, great. Yeah, right. So exactly. When the first mock happens, there are a lot of students who have not gone through their syllabus, but it's important that they anyway take the mock for the sake of acclimatizing yourself, your mind, your body to that 2 hours and to that 2 hour of continuous struggle and not giving up and fighting with every question. So yeah, well, if you start your mocks early, I think you're going to develop this ability much better as compared to doing it at the last moment. So yeah, great. Okay, so mocks did help you, and since we are on the mocks, did you think how did you find how helpful were the mock video solutions and the IPMAT in the special sessions video solutions? Were you able to take any advantage of those videos?
Not to be honest, I did not really use the video solutions because I was at the center pretty much every day, and some teacher
Hmm.
was always available, so I did not really use the video solutions of the mocks.
Excellent. Great. Great. Okay. Okay. Yeah. And did you follow a daily or a weekly schedule? Had you decided that you want to do X hours of maths every day or every week and X hours of verbal or something like that? Was there any schedule that you followed?
Not really, but keeping a schedule might work for some people, but it does not work for people like me, because I procrastinate a lot. And
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
the I was in a concept school, dummy school. I had to go attend school only on Thursdays. I was free the rest of
Okay.
the days. So I
Okay.
came to the center itself at 11 in the morning, 11 or 12, and I went back
Huh.
home at 8 in
Oh,
the night,
wow.
8
Okay.
9.
Okay. Okay.
And
Okay.
but that's I did not study for the whole 8 hours.
Huh.
I
Huh.
My dedicated study time would have been anywhere near 4 hours out of the eight. As I
Okay.
said, I procrastinate a lot. Those 8 hours were important for me, but
Huh. 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 Huh.
because I had time on my hands. But most people are attending school too, so that might not work for everyone. I don't think I would be the best person to give someone a study timetable.
Okay. But having said that, you still managed your 12th acats pretty well, I think. Matlab, still getting an upwards of 90 in 12th is not a joke. So, in spite of being in that school and in spite of putting, let's say, 4 hours every day for IPM studies, you still managed to do well at your 12th. Navneet, one last thing. How would you rate your overall IMS journey, the entire prep journey? Since April, you said you joined us. So how were the different things? Like obviously you spent a lot of time at the center. So you're the center facilities, the mentors, the portal, IMS portal, how the mocks, everything. If you just have to sum it up, what would that be?
I mean, if I had to put it in one word, first of all, I'd say it was a very collaborative experience. I mean, the
Hmm.
teachers at the center were actually more passionate about getting me into IIMs than I was at the beginning.
Wow.
And about the center, I'd say the reading room that was at the center, which I spent most of my time at the last year. I think the main purpose that it served was seeing others study, because if you are sitting among people who are studying, and they were mostly cat people, they were studying very hard, they were studying all day, and if you see them study,
Okay.
I mean,
Hmm.
you will feel bad if you don't study yourself, seeing people like that.
Yeah,
And I
yeah,
think that
yeah.
was the very big motivation for someone like me who does not, who procrastinates a lot, as I said. And
So that
other than
atmosphere
that,
helped you a lot.
atmosphere, definitely, that's why I came at the
Hmm.
center. I mean, my
Huh.
parents sent me forcefully that you don't study at home, you go to the center. Mm,
Good.
Like,
So that worked fine.
mm, yes, that worked for me. And other than that, the teachers, they're obviously very helpful. Siddha sir, Karan sir, the English faculty too. They
Hmm.
taught you everything from scratch, basically, because English too, I thought I knew English very well when I joined the
Okay.
batch. But it was a humbling experience at the beginning because we did not know basic grammar. First of all, I mean, we could speak, but most of the questions I was doing by intuition when I started
Yeah,
my
yeah.
preparation, and that English faculty helped. Other than that, the maths part also, I knew how to solve most of the questions I saw, to be honest. But the
Hmm.
time it was the main factor that they helped me in, because if you take 4 or 5 minutes to solve a question, it's no use in an exam like
Right,
IPMAT.
right, right,
You have to
right.
do it in under 1 minute, or say at max 2 minutes if you have time at your hands. And I think the teachers helped in that. They gave very many short tricks, and I think I learned a lot too about time management in general, which would actually help me in the future, and not only in the
Hmm.
IPMAT exam. Other
About
than
the
that,
resources, the portal, what was your experience? The entire MyIMS portal.
the portal was good. I mostly only gave mocks. The portal, I solved the learn tab. I gave the
Huh.
topic tests, not all of them, and but
Hmm.
mostly I gave all the topic tests. Our teacher told us to give RCs 2 a day. That
Okay.
was the only part I did not do properly. I I gave started doing RCs properly in the last 2 months. But
Okay. Okay.
I mean, uh, luckily the RCs were easy. But if they were have been hard, it would have been. I don't think I would have scored as much as I did. That
It would
was
have
the
been a touch
only.
and go.
Mhm. Other than that, I think the portal was very helpful. Yes, I did all the other material that was given on the portal, and I also did the module and the practice books that were given, special sessions, obviously. And I did some other books like Arun Sharma, Quantum Cat, and stuff like that.
Okay. Thanks so much, Navneet, for your time. I think the best part about your answer that I thought was that word that we used, which is collaborative. That's exactly what we vie for, what we go for. I hope it's been that in the real sense where mentors also put equal effort as the students
Mhm.
do, and you are also equally motivated to really crack it. And I think that's the only reason why we are sitting here and doing this short conversation. So yeah, many congratulations once again, Navneet. And I
Thank
really
you
hope hope that at your MBA level also you crack still a better IIM than and Indore, and you may want to try for a better
I
post graduation degree also.
definitely, I'll give it a try. 3 years
Yeah,
I have
yeah.
still.
Yes. And I think you and as it is the content, the pattern and everything is so similar that all your learnings that
The
you have.
maths part is actually easier in the CAT exam than the
Yeah,
IPMAT.
correct. So this experience is learnings. I think I'm sure you're going to carry it forward for your CAT prep also.
Mm.
So yeah, all the best and do well.
Thank you, sir.